competitive testing. Now, this is a highly sensitive topic in the Beyblade community and has been the talk of the internet for some time, sparking some major controversy and disputes amongst the blading community. Many argue that one way is not the right way, that this way isn't accurate, or that this way is completely wrong. So what is the right way to competitively test your new Beyblade combo? The answer is simple. You can't. To give a 100% accurate testing, one must apply any and all combos to any and all blades, battling them against any and all combos, not just once but multiple times, resulting in easily more than 12 hours of battles. There is no one way to test a combo for competitive use. However, in today's video, I will break down how I come up with my tournament winning combos and how I go about testing them to ensure that they are competitive enough to enter into a Beyblade X tournament. This is the Beyblade X Competitive Testing, the Ultimate Guide. Now, there are countless ways a blader could go about testing a combo to see if it is good enough to compete against the current Beyblade X meta, either pushing the best of the best to the limits or completely taking the underdog victory and taking them out of the game entirely. But there is no one right way, and one must be wary of those who say otherwise. Now, much like the bay itself and the combo selected for that bay, a combo is as good as the blader. A blader who knows little about the strengths and weaknesses of their own combo will find it exceptionally difficult to win against someone who is confident in their combo, whether it be meta or not. So what do I do when I find a combo that I like? How do I go about testing it out? And how was a simple Baytuber who has never competed in a day of his life capable of going to his first two tournaments, taking second place in one and first place in the other? But more than that, how was I able to take three of the so-called worst Ratchets in the game, hated by nearly all bladers, and turn them into some of the most feared combos in the tournament? So let's go over each of those questions. Finding a combo. When finding a combo that best fits the bay, I will usually test out a variety of bits and ratchets, usually starting off with the non-meta. We all know that if you throw on 960 ball or elevate on any bay, it will be, well, dominant. It will win. It's boring, it's unchallenging to say the least. But more than that is that I don't just throw on anything. I look and I analyze the blade's design. Every blade specializes in something unique, making it the best fit for a certain field of play. After I have analyzed the blade, I usually throw it into some battles in stock combo form to see how the blade interacts with a variety of other types. And then after I have done that, I will move on to selecting either the ratchet or the bit. Ratchets can be at times very difficult to determine the right fit for the bay, and other times it is something that just calls to me before I even begin this process. I will typically select about 4 to 5 ratchets that I think would do well, and then I would do the same with the bit selection. And after I have done that, the battles ensue. For myself, I will spend close to 4 to 5 hours of battling the combos against the top current meta bays such as Wizard Rod, Silver Wolf, and even Cobalt Dragoon on Elevate. The battles. Now, this is where a simple Baytuber was able to become a tournament winner. Throughout these battles, I rigorously not only test out the combo against the hardest bays to defeat in the game, but in doing so, I test out a variety of different launch techniques as well as aiming for new locations in the stadium. A good combo is nothing without proper technique. Practicing new launch techniques, launching angles, and new places to aim your bay can help you master your bay. It helps show where its weaknesses lie as well as its strengths. Learning this is crucial in a tournament. An opponent can select a certain counter to your combo, but understanding your bay will allow for you to switch things up in your launch that can easily withstand or counter your opponent's own launch form and combo. Now, this was a key element in myself being able to take on a multitude of other bladers in a tournament using ratchets such as the 260, 480, and even the 470 in my first tournament. But as I run these battles for myself at home against the top 3 Beyblade X combos, I will generally scrap the combo if it does not beat these combos relatively consistently or even push them to their limits. Getting draws at home or almost beating them in a stamina battle means I do have a chance to win against them. However, if it is a consistent loss for me at home, I will switch the combo up and I will start this whole rigorous process all over again. Now, when it comes to at-home testing, one must always remember that Beyblade X has a multitude of external factors that could completely change the outcome of a battle when battling someone else versus just battling by yourself. Anything is possible in Beyblade X. Hours of practice and consistent wins at home does not guarantee a consistent win in a tournament setting or against any other blader, even in casual battles. Launching at new locations within the perimeter of the stadium does have different effects on the outcome of a battle. It is crucial to test out new sites to launch your bay alongside launch techniques. Some bays will perform better when launched on the outside of the stadium. Meanwhile, others thrive when launching straight for the middle from the get-go. But you must be able to master not just one launch technique and not just one solitary area to aim for. Practicing and finding multiple starts can help overcome a wide majority of other techniques your opponent will likely use in the battle. Reverse dashes are highly used launch techniques used by pro bladers around the world, but they are not as hard to counter as one might think. There are multiple ways to be able to counter a reverse dash launch, so it is always good to be mindful of as many launch techniques as possible. Monitor your opponent's hand position and make sure you change your own as needed as the judge starts to count down for the battle. This will give you a higher chance of victory in a tournament setting. In Beyblade X, it is crucial to practice on both sides of the stadium. As similar as they are, the B side of the stadium and the X side of the stadium can produce different outcomes to the same launch technique. Practicing on both sides can give you an edge over the competition, leaving you with more strengths than weaknesses. So let's recap everything we have learned in today's video. Always analyze your blade. Look for its strengths and its weaknesses, starting from the stock combo form. Seeing how the blade interacts with another bay can help you improve the combo significantly and give you an edge over your opponent. When testing your combo out, always test out various launch forms on both sides of the stadium. Every combo reacts differently towards being launched on either the B side or the X side of the stadium. Practicing a variety of launches on both sides of the stadium will help you in giving you an advantage when it comes to a tournament. A vast majority of bladers practice solely on one side of the stadium and focus on only mastering one, perhaps two, forms of launching. Understanding and learning more than one launch form will help you in being able to identify and predict your opponent's movements by observing your opponent's hand position. Doing this will allow for you to make a counter straight from the start of the battle to help you give you a potential swift victory. Practicing multiple times against the hardest bays to defeat in Beyblade X. This will help build the fortitude in yourself as well as give you the confidence that you need to reign supreme and snag the title of a tournament champion. But one of the biggest things one must always remember is to never give up. And don't get frustrated when all the hours you put in failed and you lost. Nothing is certain when it comes to Beyblade X. Anything can happen during a battle. Rather, take what you have learned from your match and either practice harder at home in mastering or finding the right launch techniques, stadium locations, or in even completing a brand new combo. But that is everything for this video. I do appreciate you guys tuning in for another episode of Bay Education. It has been a while since we have done one of these, but I do appreciate every one of you guys and the support of the series here on my channel. But comment down below the process that you guys take to prepare yourselves for a tournament. How do you guys test out a new combo? Who do you throw it against? What is your process? I am always curious and always happy to hear how every one of you guys does things, how you guys create your combos, your guys' favorite combos. I'm always happy and always encourage you guys to share your own personal experience here on my channel. But stay tuned, there is more Beyblade X content coming to Less Spin Bays. We have Shelter Drake getting ready to be sent here. I'm absolutely excited about Shelter Drake. It will be a bit interesting to say the least. And aside from that, we do have more combo videos coming out as well. So just make sure you keep your eyes peeled for some more epic and amazing content here on Left Spin Bays. Now, in the meantime, have yourselves a great night, and I'll catch you in the next video.